Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Williams, aka Coach Michelle, and many of you have been following me for years. And those of you that are brand new, welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me say this, guys. Traditionally, I'll drop some gems and nuggets about business and or life. However, today when I started to record and freestyle, I wanted to do something a little different because my team and I, actually Seal and I, we were having a brief conversation via text. And one of the things that we were discussing is that many people want to focus on the money, right? They say the home care industry is lucrative and they just want to focus on the money, 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 money. Which, of course, you guys know my mantra is serve first and the money will come. So I just wanted to have a candid conversation. I guess it's one-sided now, right? Because you're watching this video, but I really want you to participate, if you like, in the comments, and maybe we can develop something. Maybe it can stimulate some thought for future videos and or training. But I really want you guys to think about why you have decided to venture into the home care space, because there's so many different industries that one could get in as an entrepreneur, a new entrepreneur, one that is not as demanding as the home care space, one that may be easier to get into than the home care space. And when I say easier to get into, meaning some states do require you to have a registered nurse. Some states may require you to have an office. So there are other industries that are easier, basically, to get into than the home care space, depending on where you live. So is it difficult? No. So I don't want anyone to be like, oh, I can't do this, or this is not for me. But I really want you to think about why. What is your why? Why are you, and not the why, like, your why make you cry and it's gonna get you back on track. That is true, but I want you to dig further, and not just from a business perspective, but from a personal perspective, and ask yourself, why do I really want to do this? Do I want to do it because I see other people doing it? Do I want to do this because I'm inspired by Coach Michelle? Do I want to do this because my mom wants me to do this? Do I want to do this because I took care of a loved one before that loved one passed away? Do I want to do this because I'm a nurse? Why do you want to do it? Do I want to do it because of the money? Right? So I really want you to think about why you want to do it, because if your why is deep enough, serious enough, it's going to allow you to be committed. I've seen several people get into a business, not specifically home care, but get into a business and then stop in 3 months. Get in a business, start marketing, and stop after 2 weeks of investing in their marketing plan, marketing strategies. So I want you guys to take time to really think about why I want to do it. And then I want you to think about, do I have the finances to start a home care business or whatever business? Because many of you follow me that are not specifically in home care. What I mean is, set yourself up for success. Set your business up for success. Do you have the funds that it takes to start a business? Many times what I have found is that people will use a credit card, with maybe a $5,000 credit limit. They may borrow the application fee. They may have enough for business cards. And then what happens is that then they quit because they don't have enough funds to operate a business, which is one of the reasons why some of the states like Florida in particular, if you're doing a non-skilled home health business, want to see your finances, want to see and make sure before they give you a license or approve you for a license that you're able to sustain this thing called business, this home care, right? And let me know if you guys are feeling this, because I just wanted to talk to you guys straight from my heart and help you set yourself up for success, which ultimately sets your business up for success, right? So I want you to think about, do I have enough funds? Is this something that I should be starting now as far as going full steam? Or is this something that I need to plan? Maybe I need to do my due diligence. Maybe I need to really understand how much it's going to take to start the business and sustain the business. Now, many of you may say, Coach, I heard before you said when you started your business, you didn't have access to a lot of funds. Actually, I had access to very, very little funds. So if you have the skills and the talent that God has bestowed upon me and the experience based on being an entrepreneur since 2003, then heck yeah, you could do it because you already know business. I already knew business. I already knew I didn't have money, so I had to get out in them streets. I already knew I had to talk to every single person that came within my 3 feet rule, like in network marketing. I already knew I had to go out and network. I already knew I had to go to chamber events. I already knew I had to do BNI. I did these things before, so I already knew what it takes to create a successful business. And then I also knew that as soon as revenue started coming in, I need to flip the money. I need to, well, let me change that. You know, I'm from the hood, so I had to flip that money. On a serious note, I had to reinvest the revenue, the profits from the revenue into marketing so I could really grow the business. I could really start doing tasks that I knew would take me to another level, right? So that's a difference. Now, if you don't have the experience that I have, if you don't have the specific gifts and talents that I have, then you leverage the ones that you do have, because God has given all of us talents, right? Gifts. So you leverage those to grow your business, right? But if you don't have the experience, if you don't know what to do, then I'm suggesting, and meaning you don't have the money, is just say, okay, what does it take to start? Maybe I can plan it out and start doing some of the things behind the scene, establishing my name, knowing what I'm going to charge, identifying where I'm going to get caregivers, identifying where I'm going to get clients, who I'm going to build relationships with. So that way, as you're saving your money, then you can go ahead and get started. Now, for those of you that have the money and you're just on the fence, you have to decide the same thing. Is this something that I really want to do, or am I caught up because I see so many testimonials, because I've seen this, I watched this, I see my friend, whatever the case may be? Then you just have to make that decision. Do you want to start your business, or do you want to continue watching from the sideline, pretending that you want a business? Or are you afraid? And if you're afraid, it's okay. Do you move in a state of being afraid, or do you stay stagnant in a state of being afraid? What do you do? Are you going to do it by yourself? Do you need a consultant? You know, would you like the help from me and my team? Is there another consultant that you may be interested in that you think lines up with your values and can give you the results and train you, to obtain what you're looking for to help you establish that foundation? So it doesn't have to be you by yourself. It doesn't have to be you with my team. It doesn't have to be you with me. It doesn't have to be you with another consultant, another coach. You just have to decide which one and how you're going to make this thing work. And the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with, that's on my heart, and I'm freestyling, so give me some grace as I freestyle, is how committed are you? How committed are you? Are you going to get in, spend your money, investing in coaching, investing in consulting, investing in policies, investing in whatever it is you're investing in, and then quit? Because I'm telling you, it's not easy starting a business, guys. I'll be the last one, and probably never, to say it's easy starting a business. So think about that. What is your level of commitment? A lot of times people say, I'm going to get in, I'm going to try it, and I'm going to give it 6 months. If you're going to give it 6 months, this is not for you. If you're going to put that time commitment on it, it's not for you. You should have a mindset, I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it work. I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it work. I need to sacrifice some of my time. I need to sacrifice some of my resources. I need to sacrifice whatever it is, because I believe in this thing and I know what I'm capable of doing. So I'm going to see this thing through. You see what I mean? So don't just say, I'm going to give it 6 months. If you have a child, a baby, are you going to say, I'm going to give this baby 6 months? No, you're not going to say, I'm going to give the baby 6 months. So why are you giving your business 6 months? Think about where Amazon is now versus where Amazon was when Jeff Bezos was in the garage. Think about where Airbnb is now versus when those college students had a mattress or airbed, whatever it was, in their dorm room or apartment. Think about all of these things. I think about myself when I was a pregnant teenager at 15. I think about myself as a pregnant teenager at 15, dropping out of school in 10th grade. So do I just give up and say, hey, I'm a teen mom, I messed up, and now I'm just gonna stay in the hood, I'm just gonna get these food stamps, I'm just gonna get these Section 8, and I'm just gonna ride the system? Or do I say, this is a point in my life where I have to grow up, I have to handle the consequences of my choices, my decisions? So maybe some of you just need to handle the choices that you've made, the decisions that you made, the consequences that come from it. I don't know, guys. I'm just freestyling. I don't know. I'm just sharing my heart. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Just do it if you believe that this is what you're supposed to do. But don't get in it and jump out in 6 months. Some people make money right away, first month. Some people make money second month. One of my clients did not make money until 12 months. She never gave up. She was committed. She just wasn't doing the things that I taught her to do. Sometimes we invest in training. Sometimes we go to school. Sometimes we don't do what the professor says. Sometimes we don't do what the coach says. Sometimes we want to, fight the system. Sometimes we want a square tire instead of a round tire. I don't know. But in any event, guys, I love y'all. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. And I'll see you on the next video.